It's Saturday night in Hollywood here in my new parlor, which is about twice the size that it was before because of the furniture arrangement. I took the old pump organ out and got rid of her. She's out there used. She's a carcass on the. I took her pretty parts to remember her by, and I put her out on the curb, and we'll call large garbage pickup on Monday to come and get what remains of Priscilla the pump organ that I hauled and stored and climbed with and pulled and hid and pulled back out. And anyway, brought it here to California with me, and they just became worth less and less and less and less. And I never see anybody buy an old reed organ, a pump organ, no matter how pretty the cabinet. Nobody ever buys them because they're pieces of junk. All their parts are worn out. They're like leather or reed. And even when they were good, they kind of sounded like bagpipes, but not nearly as ballsy. Anyway, I don't know how I got off on that tangent. Here's the thing. I am in my parlor, and I'll show you, not right now. It's not quite finished, but my piano has become a permanent fixture in the living room, the front parlor of my house, which has become very lobby-like, which is amazing. I got rid of lots of little personal tchotchkes. I got rid of old Pumpy. I brought in a beautiful settee from the other room. There's like seating now for like 10 people in here comfortably. And, it's a gorgeous place to live. So this song entered my mind earlier today. And I want to tell you about this song. When I was about maybe like 9 years old, my sister had been taking piano lessons for 2 years, and she had received as a gift like a Reader's Digest compilation of all of the popular, it was called something like Most Beloved Family Favorites or something like that. It was green. It had like Crazy Days on it or something. But anyway, it had all of it had a lot of the songs that my dad had grown up listening to, and he still remembered them. So it was really fun for us. And my sister had never heard these songs. I was listening to them as often as I could. By the time I was 8 years old, if I could get my hands on some kind of old records, I was listening to them. I was listening to early jazz, and I really got into it big time when I was, say, 10, okay? I was 8 when Grandma died. I inherited her phonograph and all of the family jazz tunes, and I loved them. I just loved thinking about the past. And then my daddy loved telling me all about the songs that he liked because he was very musical. And anyway, so my sister was playing this book, and there was this song, and I thought, well, that's a dumb name. It was called Thou Swell. Thou Swell. And I was like, does that mean you're pregnant? Thou swell? Thou art swollen? No. And I thought, well, it couldn't mean, ooh, swell, like Leave It to Beaver and Wally. That's swell, Beaver. And then I realized, yeah, it was. But at the time that the song came out, in the 40s, swell was a brand new word. It was a brand new slang word. Isn't that good? It was a brand new slang word. So, Thou Swell was a play on Thou Art Swell. Now, here's the thing. Neither my sister nor I had ever heard the tune. And she could pick a song out by reading. She never got as good as, I'm going to just name some. There was a girl named Anne Marie Young that just made everybody stink because she was so good. And she was not even, she didn't really get up there with Donna Goff, who could rock it out the door either. She never really quite got there because she had a big ham fist, her left fist. She liked to try and play stride, but it came off as like... But anyway, she did better than I did at the time, so here's how I heard it the first time. That is not a fun or catchy tune. I don't ever want to hear that again. So anyway, I moved on forward, and then years later, When I was in my mid-20s, I ran with a crowd that I think was just better, more fun and sophisticated. All kinds of people. But we would hang out at Jane Ethel and JJ's house and just congregate in like a salon and just talk about all kinds of things and sometimes gather around the piano. But if it was just like kind of a slow evening with us hanging out, we would listen to WBBE Georgetown, the music you remember. And it was the music that our parents remembered, but we dug it and we got into it, and I loved all that vintage music by the time I was 10. So I finally heard the song, and then I realized this. So I love Betty Davis, and everybody does. I know. I thought one time I loved her more than anybody else. I knew like at least several lines from every movie she was in, what year they came out, how many awards she won. I knew all that stuff at the time, and I was the one. Yeah, that's right. I was 14 years old, and people were like, that guy, he's crazy about Betty Davis. And she was like 70-something at the time. It was silly. I was Nelly. I just didn't know it. So anyway, if you've seen All About Eve, so she's having the cocktail party, right? She's got a pianist. Now, later, she's going to tell the pianist to keep playing Liebestrom. Just play. Was it Liebestrom? Liebestrom. I don't know. I think it was. But here is what he was playing when she said the line, "Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night." And then she ascended the staircase. And this is how Thou Swell should sound. Pretty good. Bye, y'all. Happy Saturday. Hey, look at my, oh, get that away lamp. Look at my beautiful, gorgeous home where I live here in Hollywood. I'm going to have a new roommate. That person's going to really be fancy, just like me. We're going to sit around listening to stuff like this, doing things like this all the time. I'm going to go. This has been 10 minutes of Happy Saturday Night from Sammy Beam here in Hollywood, California. Mwah.